Let's see what we got going on with this. Put it under the microscope and take a look at the port before we try to power it up. All right, let's go to the microscope view now and take a look at the port. So far, it don't look like any pins are shorted to each other or to ground. All right, let's get in here and try to power it up, see what happens. Do we really have no power, no charge? I got an original Nintendo power cord here. Plug into the USB-C tester. Connect. I just hope it don't explode. We are negotiating 15 volts, but it's staying at 0.128. Doesn't seem quite right to me. Yeah, I might leave it for a minute though. Could just be a really dead battery possibly. Alright, this just jumped up to 0.5 on the amps. So it almost looks like it's close to fast charge. Much better than it was where it was around 130 milliamps. I tried powering on with the button and I don't get any display, so the display is not turning on. What I want to do before I take this all apart is hook it up to my test dock connection to see if I get an output on the screen through the dock. I've connected up over here to the test rig I have for outputting to my TV using this. Anyway, these are the readings that I have right now. Tried powering up, we have some kind of problem, no output. Okay, now that I've confirmed the no power, no display issue, I'm going to go ahead and take this apart, get the motherboard out. I know I'm going to have to work on the motherboard at this point, most likely. Well, I already ran into one obstacle here. Someone has stripped out a screw right here, and I'm having a hard time getting it out. I'm going to try to use some side cuts and dig into it and twist it like that. Yeah, it's turning. It's going to come out. It's just going to take some time here. Alright, I'll come back. This could take a few minutes. Alright, I finally got the stripped out screw removed. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood here. All of the screws are out now. Hopefully this is going to be okay. Looking inside here. It really does look good. I don't see any obvious like liquid damage. Our liquid detector here is okay. And I'm looking at the whole motherboard and all the components, and so far everything looks really good. So I'm hopeful. We could go ahead and start doing some component checking at this time on the top before I take it out even. Let's do some continuity checks around the M92 IC chip. I'm going to take one of my meter probes and put on ground, and the other one I'm going to use check the capacitors. Get a beep on one side. This one's relieving because when it's a short on both sides, a lot of times it could mean that you got a bad CPU. Alright, the M92 chip appears to be okay, so now let's look at the BQ chip. Same thing, checking the ground. Yeah, no VSys short, that's good. No VBAT short. I think VSys is right here on this. VBAT is here. This is VBus. Alright, so the BQ chip seems to be okay as well. Let's take a look at our indestructible fuse. It's actually good, so nice. Check our filter. Good. Alright, now I'm going to go crossways and make sure I don't have any short. Seems okay. Let's check around these MOSFETs. Okay. Everything's looking good so far on this side of the board. We still should probably check the P13, but the cap on the M92 was okay. Right. This cap over here, I think, is the one that when it's shorted, your P13 IC chip. We will check that in a little bit. What I would like to do though now is power it up and take some voltage measurements. Check it at the fuse first, make sure we're getting voltage in. My meter is telling me I have 15 volts, so I should be sending voltage in. I have the meter set to DC volts. We're going to put our ground black on ground point, and then let's use the scope to help red. Check on this fuse right here. Yeah, we have 15 volts there. Now, is it getting all the way over to BQ on the V bus? All right, cap, which is right over. Yes, so we have 15 volts getting into BQ. Now my next question is, do we have VBAT out and VSys, both of those? So let's take a look. That out 4 volts. Yeah, it looks like we have VBAT. My meter is not wanting, probe is not wanting to stay put. But yeah, there's 4 volts there. Take a look at VSys, see what we have on it. 4 volts on VSys. So this is really confusing to me because it looks like everything's powered up. Let's check the battery terminal and see if it's taking a charge. So we'll put the black probe, DC volts again, on ground, one of the two end ones, and then the red probe will go on the other end. See what we have on our meter. All right, I got 4 volts right now. 0.008, 0.009. It's taking a charge. You notice the voltage is going up steadily. Kind of slow but steady. That's what you want to see. These batteries are, I think, 3.7 volts, so yeah, from around 4.2 maybe when they're fully charged. I don't know why I'm not getting a display at this time. Well, I'm checking my meter and I'm actually fast charging now. It's at 0.775 on the current consumption coming in. See if I have a screen yet. Oh, look at that. It actually works. Wow. I kind of wonder if this was just so dead that it wouldn't power up. I mean, it's still, only 8%, but there may not even be anything wrong with this. I'm gonna let it charge up completely and then test the dock and just make sure that charge port is okay. One thing, I will go ahead and do the tester that you plug into the port to verify the integrity of the port. Probably do that. So I think it's a good idea to disconnect the battery because I don't want to send any voltage into my test equipment. Tester is designed to be used without power. It has its own battery. Take a look and see what we get. Plug in and power up. What kind of readings we get on here? This is a mechanic's tail insertion tester. All of the pins are good on the port in this direction. Let me flip it around the other way and see what we have. Would be like, all right, let's test it this direction now. Yeah, it looks okay. I even think the port is really not terrible. So this could have a bad battery. Maybe it isn't charging right. I'm gonna check that out. And if it ends up being the battery's not holding the charge, then I'll replace it. I'll update you on what I find out after I test everything out.